If the old mother mash the country dead. The robbing, whipping, murdering, and will they lead judiciary to ensure they get justice. Our psychotics who uphold the dog's malpractice. The madness so extreme now, no one trusts anyone. Every day as sunset come, the whole place in lockdown. And you know they still asking visitors to come to see all that they sorry. That's insane, Vincent. Gosh. Another team of doctors not too long. Them apply for the work. You know they turn down their application. 4 times they had no luck. And they reinstated the same doctor who themselves says a fuck. Then start a rebellion the day after. Tell me if I'm at people that the docky them toilet with no room to put it. It's all over the place with us beyond Jack.
What? Or call us back 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Time here in SVG, it is 7:46, and it is time. Well, this is usually time when we get commentary from Kingsley the Freitas. So, Kingsley, if you are going to call, now is the time to do so. All right, so normally Kingsley is on the ball. So if we didn't, we haven't seen him call us yet, so which probably means that he is preoccupied. All right, so Kingsley, good morning and have a great one today. All right, so let's just do a little bit of testing because Nicole is here with us. Nicole, testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Lord.
No.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, grief.
Let's see again.
All right, so let's try something else again. All right, so let's not just bear with us a moment, please. We're trying to listeners are hearing Nicole, but we're not hearing her in studio. So of course that's going to be a challenge for communication. All righty.
You have to keep the show rolling.
All right, so let's try again. Nicole?
Yes.
Nicole?
Can we hear each other now? No?
All right, no, we're still not getting through. So we sincerely apologize, Nicole. You would have it sorted out for tomorrow. All right, so we seriously apologize. We're not sure what it is, so we're doing what we were supposed to do. So let me see something else. Somebody's saying they're not hearing her on the radio either. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So, Nicole, we would have this rectified for tomorrow. Okay. So, yeah. All right. So, let's just quickly touch on a topic that made me chuckle. And you guys know that I love to chuckle.
Well, before we
go ahead.
Hello. Hello. Am I hearing myself? Okay. I don't know if I
Hello,
was hearing
hello.
myself in headphones.
All right, so that's the
Anyways,
thing. The persons on the live are hearing the call, but those in Radio Land and for those of us in studio, we aren't hearing. So can't really, yeah, we're going to have to get this sorted out. Okay. All right.
in political news, the
Oh, right.
ULP had
You,
its candidate selection over the weekend, and Dr. Carlos
let me hear it now.
James, Honorable Carlos James was
You-
selected or confirmed as the candidate for North Leeward. I noticed our good buddy Dr. Thompson was there. So when he comes in, I'm sure he's going to tell us how all of that went, So we will hear more from the doc when he comes. But, yeah.
Yeah, so I think so. If I'm not mistaken, it's probably just one more seat left to be confirmed. The West
My
Kingston
constituency.
seat. What's your constituency?
West Kingston.
You in West Kingston?
Yeah.
Oh, use one of them. Oh Lord, I sure know exactly what I mean by one of them, right? Okay, where do you live and where do you vote? All right. Yes, I think it's just West Kingston now to be confirmed, and I suppose that is going to happen in August. Well, now it's August, so I guess that is supposed to be happening very soon. All right, so we are going to see the full slate of candidates on the ULP side. They are going to be unveiled soonest. NDP has already done so. They've done so a good while ago, but now we're seeing that it's happening on the ULP side. All right, so I suppose the thing of it with some of these seats, we took it for granted. Like I didn't realize that even with the case of Carlos, that that whole formality still needed to take place, but I suppose it should. But I think just mentally, we all just assumed that, all right, so it's Saboto who going to be in his seat, the PM is going to be in his seat, Carlos is going to be in his seat, because we didn't hear of anybody else contesting for the seats or names being put forward for those seats. So I guess it was just an automatic assumption that, they already had this list. It's just, I think, for West Kingston, that we were curious as to who it is. Definitely confirmed for that seat. So, yeah.
I usually find it so interesting when they say they're having candidate selection.
More like confirmation and selection.
Yeah.
I guess maybe just in keeping with how it's supposed to be. Maybe that is what the case is. But really and truly, if nobody else is contesting, it's a confirmation, not really a selection. So semantics, I suppose. All right, so going to head quickly into a particular story that, as I started off saying, made me chuckle. Right. So this is off of Eyewitness News. Is the season first? Tis the season. So Leacock says PM should reject references to him as king or to himself as king. Now, I will be honest that I did not even see the banner initially, right? I think maybe because, again, I knew that the PM was going to be returned to his seat. I did not read any of these stories in relation to his confirmation process, right? Mm-hmm. So anyhow, I'm seeing this banner, and the banner has North Central Windward, the man with division, world boss, 5-star general, and something else was added, King of the Caribbean. Now, that is why I said I had to chuckle, because I did not realize that all of these titles were being given to the PM, right? And of course, some persons are not.
That last one, it was new for me. When I read the article is when I learned that.
Well, that's what, and the reason why I chuckled, you remember when Fireman came in? When Fireman, every year Fireman adds on something else.
Oh.
Is the same way. It's the same way I thought about this, where every year it seems like something new is being added onto the PM, right? So I can't remember the man with the vision, but anyhow, right? But I remember World Boss, I remember 5-star General. But the King of the Caribbean is something brand new. So I don't know if by next year or even after the elections, we're going to see another title being added on, but we would wait and see. So right now, it reminded me of Fireman.
But a real ball at this. I am interested to know how who came up with this and how they came up with that title for him. How they, they say self-praise is not, So I was like, how you're King of the Caribbean, you say, like, all the other islands, like he the king of. I wonder how the other prime ministers and feel about this one. But anyway, they're friends. They'll sit down and say, "Boy, Ralphie boys," we kind of thing. Anyways, I owe to that.
And then even if the funny thing for me with the world boss is, if I'm not mistaken, Uncle Gassi also calls himself world boss.
Oh, he does?
I think so.
I know Gassi Dread.
He does, right, Nicole? You know if he does? Yeah, she's saying yes. So which is me. What's up is like, how many world bosses do we have in the Caribbean? All right. So Leacock is not amused with this at all. All right. So read it from Eyewitness News, just parts of it. Vice President of the Opposition New Democratic Party, Sinclair Leacock, says Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves should reject the reference to him or himself as King of the Caribbean. Speaking in Petit Bodel Thursday night, Leacock also criticized the presentation of the PM by the PM's son Storm of a bust of the PM to him as his 79th gift publicly in Connery on Saturday. All right. So last Saturday, a banner at the ULP's constituency conference for North Central Windward referred to Gonsalves, the man with the vision, world boss, 5-star general, and king of the Caribbean. Gonsalves, who has been representing the constituency since 1994, was selected as the ULP's candidate for the district in the next general election expected by November, ahead of the February 2026 constitutional deadline. All right, so let me just go down a little bit further. He says, so this is Leacock. No, even if he didn't think so, he could have told people, that work could see on radio, I don't even know, take the DAMN thing down, right? School trend, all they could spell, right? But I am no King, Leacock said. But the fact that Ralph wraps himself in this character or caricature tells you he doesn't feel he's equal or feel the equal of all of us. He feels that there's something inherent about him that sets him apart from all Vincentians and all Caribbean people, all right? So it's a little bit more that goes on. Leacock in general, Leacock style and Leacock language goes on in a little bit in it. But I just found it interesting. And, you know, I do have to ask the question, who should ascribe terms to politicians? And not just politicians, not just politicians generally, but politicians who are currently in office, right? Because I can understand you ascribing a term to them after they have left, right? If you want to put them on a pedestal, you want to praise them for the works that they've done. I can understand that. But while in office, should they be ascribed terms? Good morning, Joshua.
Good morning, ladies. Morning. You know, I sometimes... You chuckle, so I can't take that. I just scratch my head. King of the Caribbean is a demotion. So I don't see why Mr. Leacock is getting hot under the collar.
Is a demotion?
I guess from World Boss.
Of course it's a demotion.
Oh, you mean from World Boss? That's what you mean?
Yeah, from World Boss. Yeah. So what's the problem?
So, so you mean that... wait 1 second. If you mean if Leacock needed to raise the point, he should have raised it when it was World Boss?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. When they had those massive posters up at French's Gate, he should have gone down there and ripped them down. I mean, as soon as you go into Kingston, first thing you see is these humongous portraits. I don't know if they're still there because I have not been to St. Vincent for the last 2 years. So, Mr. Leacock, lighten up, man. You should be happy. He got a demotion. I have a bigger problem this morning, ladies. I hope you could help me. You know, I like to talk my personal business, which is nobody else's business, that is. The last time I ate salted beef was in St. Vincent about maybe 30 years ago. So I decided to be adventurous. I tried some salted beef over the weekend. It cost me like $50-something just to buy the beef. And you know, I cooked the thing and it tastes just like Lot's wife.
And a moment of silence.
Well, remember the woman in the Bible turning to pillar
Yes,
salt?
Joshua, we got it. But is how you said it. Anyhow, go ahead.
That is how what is all in the mind. That's how the thing tastes. And my dear wife and son, they're not very adventurous because they're not too crazy about Caribbean or West Indian food. So I got a pot, the entire pot itself, and I'm not just saying this in a boastful manner. The contents of the pot is maybe close to $250, I have a choice to throw it out or suck salt and eat it all by myself. Could anybody help me as to how could I reduce the salt content in there? Because I didn't realize you had to boil
Well, with sugar.
the salted beef before. I didn't know that with sugar. You see that?
I don't know if it does it work.
I don't know.
Oh,
Actually, it will probably, you know what? It will probably work. Maybe it will taste sweet.
all right. Joshua, somebody go figure it out and we will get back to you. All right.
Yes.
All
And,
right.
again, what's your co-host name again?
Nicole?
Yes, Nicole. Would you be insulted if I refer to you as Nikki? Because I have a problem with names.
Nikki is fine. That's fine.
You must call
She's
her. I'm speaking on her behalf. You must call her full government name. Well, you don't have to use the surnames. So you will say Nicole as you say Roleza and Dianna. Thank you.
All right, Joshua.
Okay, thank you. You
right.
guys have a good day.
You too. Thanks. Bye.
We still can't hear Nicole.
All right.
Still
Okay.
there.
So, serious? So somebody is saying, so good morning, Angels. East St. George is yet to confirm their candidate selection. Also, listen, this is what we made an assumption of as well. Okay. So, all right. Fair enough.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So I noticed that Jeff was trying to call. So Jeff, if you want to call, you had to call like no. All right. But yes, with regards to the names being ascribed to individuals, for me personally, I prefer for it to happen while persons are out of office, and it should be a title that's given to them by people within society, right? Constituents, however it is that they feel about this individual in terms of if their work was really good enough for them to be given a title. But yeah, Jeff, morning.
Good morning, Angel. Good morning. How are you this morning?
Good morning.
We good, you?
All right. We good, man. Back in town. We good. Yes, we had a good week. Good week in Dim. What I'm calling Mr. Leacock. To me, he should be the last one to open his mouth, because I remember hearing him make a statement, I believe, saying that he was better than the people in his constituency. So if he could make a reference to something like that, he shouldn't talk about the PM, to be honest with you. He's the man who always raving the PM. The PM is the best in the Caribbean. He already endorsed the PM so many times.
He has said he has said our PM is the best in the Caribbean.
He have done that. If he said the PM is the best in the Caribbean, and
Okay.
NDP has got to listen, because when he said he's going to do something, he knows the connection. He knows the people how to get money, and he rated him as the best in the Caribbean already. Not recently, but about a year or so ago. So he always raved about the PM, and this thing about Cain, and now I should take it back. But when he said that he is above the people in his constituency, he shouldn't take it back. So I don't know what Leacock is speaking out of, to be honest with you. That's Leacock for you anyway.
All right.
That's it.
All
He
right.
always shouting out, and then he go out and boast about, I'm like the PM and this and that. Come on now, Mr. Leacock. You must think before you start speaking. All right.
All right.
Now
Thanks.
listen, I waited for the doc to come in. All right.
All right, Jeff.
All right. Okay. Bye,
Okay.
Angels.
Bye.
All right. So welcome to your new addition there, Nicole.
Wow.
All right. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. All righty. So
Me now, I don't have a problem with people giving names to politicians, because I don't think you can control what people call you. I mean, in the case of the flyer, if the flyer's already been printed, and if the PM did not know anything about the flyer beforehand, it's really not possible for him to have told anybody to not make that flyer, not call me that. So I don't have a problem with you giving them names, even if they're in office. As long as the names are respectful, yeah.
and applicable.
Well, you know.
All right. So they mean to put you on the spot there. All right. So
I know I was just about to say, some names given to some people aren't really applicable, but
okay.
so yeah.
All right. And I think she means that in a general context, not
Yes,
necessarily
yes.
in relation to this. All right. So we are going to head on out of this morning's talk time at about 8:10. we should be having our interview with Honorable Orlando Brewster, and our co-host is already in studio. Right? You're looking a little sleepy. You've been out last night.
I wonder where.
Watch him.
Wait. I was in North Leawood. What a show. Boy. You know, if anybody thinks that Carlos Jades is not going to win, think twice. Right. I'm convinced. So anyway, let's
all right.
We're talking Radley right now. So let's go. Let's go.
All right. So we are heading on out of this segment. The time here in SVG, it is quickly approaching 8:05, and our time check came through the compliments of New Haven Funeral Home.
Death is a fact of life.